Our next guest puts his own spin on comedy, and now he's putting his own spin on fairy tales in a brand new book. It's funny man and author Shaun Micallef!
Thank you, nice to be back. The last time I was here was to promote the first version of this. This is a sequel. This one's
and congratulations on it. Which
Thank
is,
you.
as you mentioned, a sequel.
So weird having someone at the desk.
I know.
I know, this is great. So no one's been sitting here at all.
Not
Well,
a guest as
Steve
such.
Price has occasionally, so... This is, for a kid's book, a weighty tome.
It is, but it's mainly pictures.
No, I don't think it is.
No, it's not.
It's not...
Well, yes, you've opened a page,
One of the
pages.
the only page that has pictures. But apart from that, no, there's a lot.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know how to write for children. So I write a book that I think is amusing and funny and everything, and then I send it off to the publisher and say, "What do you? What's this? Is this anything?" This is what we all do, isn't it?
Yeah.
In art, we say, "Is this nothing?" I said, "What is this? Is this a teenager book? Is it an adult book? Is it a children's book?" They said, "Well, it's a kid's book, but you can read it as an adult.
Right.
You can either read it to children or you can read it to yourself." Yeah. Wiley, don't feel embarrassed if you like the book.
Oh, I'm not remotely embarrassed. No.
He was disappointed there weren't more pictures, to be honest.
Well,
Shaun, I feel like you've made a bit of a rookie error here, though, because as a celebrity,
Yes.
you do know that you can actually make quite a successful kids' book with like 10 words and 9 pictures. So I feel like you might have done a bit more work than you actually needed to.
Well, I don't know. Frankie Fish. Now, how many
Yeah,
words?
30,000 words. So I put it in the yards.
Pretty good.
Shaun, but there's some
How
friends of ours, Husey, who could have written more words, I think.
Well, I had an advantage because this book is look, the original book is this one, and it's all the fairy tale characters in the world that have ever existed in history, all in one story, just to make it easy for everybody.
Yep.
So you don't have to read any other books. So all the kids characters, except for Frankie Fish.
Yeah.
It was too expensive. I tried to get the rights for Frankie Fish, but no. And it was so successful. Could I tell you this? It was so successful, and this is not a joke. This is true. It was translated into Romanian.
Oh,
Wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
How did it go in Romania?
This was the only copy. No, it did okay. It did well enough. In fact, I think it gained something in the translation.
The book tackles the big question, what is happiness?
Yes.
What is happiness, Shaun?
Well, you've got to pay your $29.95 to find out. But the fun thing is with a book like this is that, I enjoy writing comedy and I do Mad as Hell on the ABC and everything, but you don't actually get to deal with questions like that on the show because you're just kind of being cynical about politics and whatever. So I do welcome and have enjoyed the opportunity of actually writing about something, you kind of bury it in the kid's story, but you kind of write something about... I thought, what is happiness was the question I asked myself and answered, I think, beautifully in this book.
Well, I love the fact that the Queen stops at nothing to make sure the citizens are happy. And I imagine from page one that just flows out and it works. And then it's...
Exactly. I mean, I could have probably just done it in a page.
Well, Hughes, you did.
But it's the story. The story is about Hamlin. The Pied Piper of Hamlin.
Yep.
I don't want to give too much away.
We've got the sense you don't want to give.
I don't want to give too much away.
Yeah.
But it's the Pied Piper of Hamlin. So when the kids got taken off and put in the mountain, and they wouldn't pay the Pied Piper. No, it was the rats. I'm telling this well. The rats. Anyway, so this is about rescuing the children from the mountain, but they make a mistake and they rescue the rats instead. So the parents have to bring the rats up as their children.
Oh, that's funny.
And they end up... Look,
great.
I feel like you started, now you're spilling details now.
Yeah, I've said too much.
The rats deserve love. I like the idea. Hey, why a sequel? Like, you wrote this book, it was very succsuccessful.
Yeah.
You could have done a different story altogether. Why did you want to do a sequel?
Well, I look at it. You know what? I was in when I was in Adelaide, actually at the Norwood Town Hall. I was promoting the book, and I said there were 1,000 people there, and I said this has got every character, every story, everything's in this book. And a little 10-year-old girl put her hand up and says, "There's no unicorns." She'd read it. She said, "There's no unicorns." And I said, "Oh, she's right. She's absolutely right." So there are unicorns in this.
That'll be my
There's a team of
motivation
unicorns.
as well.
That was the motivation. That was the only thing. I had to build a story around some unicorns.
Well, Shaun has done a wonderful job of holding the book up, but I have to do it. So there it is. Shaun's new book, Happily Ever Afterwards, is out now. Shaun Micallef, so great to have you on the desk with us.
It's not. Yeah, thank you. I'm happy to have broken the desk back in.